Hello book nerds, welcome to Bookshelf Bunny. I'm Kim, and today we'll be talking about John Dies at the End by Jason Paragini. Hey book nerds, I just finished reading this book, and let me tell you straight off, 5 out of 5 read right there. If you know me at all, you know that I am a huge fan of horror, and I just loved this book because it was horror comedy. It was gold, you guys. I love this story so much. So the basic premise is these incompetent young dudes, they get their hands on what they think is a super exciting new drug. And that's when the shenanigans begin. Cause this drug, and this isn't a spoiler, it's literally on the description of the cover on the back, brings whole new meaning to the term gateway drug, I guess. It's an interdimensional gateway. And what happens is if you ingest too much of this stuff, you literally explode, creating a gateway into the universe for monsters. So as the story progresses, we meet David after the events of everything have unfolded, and he has this burning desire to share with the world what has happened. So he ends up picking this tabloid, and he's explaining everything to this journalist throughout the book. And so we get snippets and backstory, and we get a lot of flashbacks that show us the events. And oh God, this book is such a wild ride. It's vulgar if you like a lot of F-bombs. There's plenty of F-bombs, but trust me, they're perfectly timed. So funny. And there's gore, so if you're into gore, this is the book for you, I'm telling you now. And it's hilarious gore. Hilarious gore. I will describe one scene in particular, and so spoiler alert. It doesn't really ruin anything for the plot, but this particular scene really stood out with me. It was so funny. I just about died reading this. I was laughing so hard. Okay. John and our buddy David, they are at the interdimensional lair, I guess you could call it. And they knew that they had to go in there and face these guys, so they were prepared. They took a little bit of the soy sauce, which is what they call this gateway drug, this interdimensional drug, because the soy sauce has a side effect of giving you latent psychic abilities. You just know things all of a sudden. And so they just know they need a bomb, and they just know they have to bring it with them. So they start preparing this bomb and they bring it, and for reasons, they wrap it in tinfoil in the shape of a dog bone. And Molly, this little dog that follows them around everywhere, and who is also a little suspicious, she's smarter than she should be. You'll find out. She decides she needs to eat this dog bone shaped thing, and now she has a bomb inside her. So at a pivotal part in the lair, they desperately need this bomb to explode or else they're in trouble, and so they immediately start screaming at Molly the dog to shit the bomb. It's the best thing ever. I'm reading this story and they're in this terrible dire straits, and they're looking at this tiny dog and they're screaming, Molly, shit the bomb. So, they can use it. Anyway, just one example of the shenanigans of this book. It's pure hilarity. Pure hilarity. But the story is good too, don't get me wrong. It's not all just fun and games. The story is action-packed. The characters do have development. It's actually pretty deep when it comes to our character, David Wong. He has some self-destructive tendencies. And the twist with his story that I will not spoil, the twist with his story is a little bit heartrending. It really is. It kind of got me a little bit. It was so good. So 5 out of 5 for sure. The characters are hilarious. This is not a serious read, even though it does have some serious themes in it. They are well saturated in entertainment. This is the first book of a series. I am going to look for the next ones as soon as I can. I am super excited about this book. I think one of them's called like This Book is Covered in Spiders or Full of Spiders, and one of them is What the Hell Did I Just Read? So, I mean, those titles are amazing also. I need to read the rest. And as you can tell, I'm wearing my Stranger Things Hellfire Club t-shirt because I am obsessed with this particular kind of tone in stories. I love that like dark but also humor and slightly zany twist on things. And yeah, that had this. It was so good. Stranger Things is a lot like that. That's where my wild tangent comes from. Super excited about the 4th season coming out. I'm all over the place. So sorry. This book just really, really got me excited. So good. And that's my short review. I can't really go into it much more than that. It's an experience. Let's just say that. It's an experience and you have to read it for yourself. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Has anyone else read this series and did it just like blow you away also? I would love to know. That's it for me, book nerds. And as always, happy reading.